Hey, I saw the lighthouse, so let's talk about it! The Lighthouse was written and directed by Robert Eggers and written also by Max Eggers, and stars Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson as two sailor dudes who have to take care of a lighthouse. And that's kind of all I'm gonna give away about the plot of this movie, because the less you know about it, the better. What's up, Mimi? Hi. Okay. All right. Hi. How are you? I'm doing something here. You can't just barge in, man. You gotta go. I'm busy. You can't interrupt me while I'm trying to review The Lighthouse. Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe give amazing performances, especially Willem Dafoe. They both have really thick accents, especially I guess like for the time and the locations of where they're from. Their accents are very thick, and so I actually had a hard time understanding like half the things they said. However, I was still fairly easily able to follow what was happening. These accents sound very authentic, and when they're launched into these monologues, especially Willem Dafoe's character, where they just give him an opportunity to chew the scenery, it's just so fucking great to watch these two actors just work. They're just awesome fucking performances. I love the performances, especially Willem Dafoe's. He fades away into his character, and he's just some salty old sea dog working on a lighthouse. There are moments where he really does just chew apart the scenery, and it's just so fun to watch. This movie was relentlessly entertaining for me, especially when I consider Robert Eggers' previous film, The Witch, which I found to be less than entertained by. You know, I can acknowledge that The Witch is a very well-crafted film. However, I was just kind of bored watching it, and it didn't really stick with me. However, there's something very striking about The Lighthouse that I pretty much have the complete opposite opinion on. It's visually striking and visually arresting. It's filmed in like a 4:3, maybe not exactly 4:3. I think it's like 1 point something ratio. And it's in black and white 35 millimeter. And it's just awesome to look at. The look of it and the feel of it, and being like confined in this very square space, everything's black and white. It never feels like you're watching a black and white film though, because everything around these motherfuckers is gray anyway. The rock they're on is gray, the skies are gray, the sea is very dark and gloomy. It's not like you're watching a black and white film and they're supposed to be in this beautiful meadow, but you can't see any of the pretty colors because it's in black and white. The black and white has a very real purpose. It just adds to this gloomy, dreary, drab environment that they exist in the first place, and it's just so fucking fun to watch. Especially the aspect ratio. They very well utilized the aspect ratio for capturing the shots that they wanted to capture. It's just a very visually striking film, and I love the look of it. This movie's bonkers. This movie's full-blown bonkers. At no point was I not entertained. There's aspects of this film that are very psychological and dreamlike. You see some of the hallucinations and dream sequences that this movie has, and they're really well done. There's also a little bit of Greek mythology that's sprinkled in. There was a moment for me at the very tail end of the movie where it all clicked. I went, oh, I get it. If you're brushed up on at least a little bit of your Greek mythology, then I think you might get a kick out of the things this movie tries to do with certain characters. I mean, I don't think this movie is any sort of literal interpretation of any Greek mythology story in particular. I really appreciated how this movie ended, and just the whole thing. Like, I don't have a lot to say about this movie at all. I mean, it's a really good fucking movie. There are parts of this movie that are really funny. There's some toilet humor in the movie that doesn't necessarily feel like it's hilariously funny, but rather more kind of realistic. Like, yeah, if you're cramped up with another dude in in this shack on a rock, you're gonna hear some farts. You're gonna be farting around each other, and the movie doesn't really shy away from it. You should go to the theaters to see it, because I guarantee that there is nothing else in the theaters right now that is anything like this. I feel like this is definitely a very unique cinematic experience to watch in the theaters. If you are a fan of film, I find it very hard to find any aspect of this film you won't enjoy, because it is just so relentlessly entertaining. The acting, Willem Dafoe just eats apart the fucking scenes. Robert Pattinson's great. He's awesome. Robert Pattinson has some awesome fucking scenes in this movie. It's eerie, and you feel the place that these characters are stuck in. Visually, it's constantly captivating. It's very well shot, very well lit, very well written, well acted. The music is great. Everything about this movie is fantastic. And I don't have much more to say than that. Go into it blind. Don't read anything about this movie. Go into it not knowing a single fucking thing other than it's about a couple of sailors going crazy on a rock all by themselves. And I think you'll have a lot of fun. Whether you come out of this movie really liking it or feeling indifferent about it, I feel like that it's still a very unique experience that you can't get anywhere else in the movies right now. And I'm going to give The Lighthouse a 5 out of 5. I love this movie, and I cannot wait to buy this on 4K and watch it again and pick apart all the different details I missed and things like that. I'm going to have a lot of fun watching this movie. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it again, like very, very soon. Thank you for watching this review. Short but sweet, I guess. If you liked this review, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. You could also subscribe to this channel for new movie reviews. I try to do them every Monday. However, sometimes I'll skip a Monday and it'll be like every other Monday, but it don't matter because if it's a Monday, I'm probably uploading a new review. So stick around for the next one. Find me on social media at The Shane Watson. Thanks for watching. See you later.